Hello, beautiful people. We are meeting again to talk about history. Remember, the last thing we saw was the myth of Romulus and Remus. So we know that the name Rome is after Romulus. Yes? So before we start going on with the series of events that happened, I need to tell you that we are going to refer to this period of time in Rome as things that happened before Christ existed. Yes? BCE, before Christ. And the years will go from bigger to zero. Yes? After zero comes our time, our period of time that is after Christ. This is to say, we have a timeline, yes? These years are before Christ existed. For example, 600, 400, and like this going on up to zero. Yes? From zero on, we will start with 1 up to today, which is the year 2020. Yes? So today we are going to start talking about Rome, more or less in this period of time, the 600s before Christ existed. Yes? So, I am going to erase this so then I can go on writing other things for you to take notes. Yes? So, when Romulus decided that Rome was going to be Rome, he became the king, right? So, Romulus was Rome's first king. Yes? And for other years, other kings existed in Rome. The last king that Rome had in this time, the last king, was called Tarquin the Proud. Yes? So, after Tarquin the Proud, Rome stopped having kings for a while. Yes? In the year 509 before Christ existed, in this year 509 before Christ, yes, Rome became what we call a republic. Yes, the Roman Republic, or the Republic of Rome. So, what is the meaning of republic? It means that there is not only one person who has control of the whole city, but many people have to do with what happens there. Yes? And this group of people who kind of rule or decide which things can be done or not in the city are called senators. Senators. So this is similar to what happens with the democracy in Uruguay nowadays, if you want to connect those ideas. Yes, there are many people in a parliament who are senators and make decisions together. So they didn't have a king. What was happening by that time when Rome was a republic? They had a very, very strong army, right? I am going to write it here on the other side of the board. Rome's army was very powerful. It had a lot of soldiers and people who would defend Rome if something happened. And what happened with the army? That sometimes they had conflicts with the senators. They didn't agree. The army wanted to control many things and to make their own decisions. Yes? So, in a moment, one of the generals of the army. So, what happened? In the year 49 before Christ, one of the generals of the army, who was called Julius Caesar, became a sort of king. Yes? Nowadays we know Julius Caesar as an emperor, but he was not the first emperor. He was kind of a king. Yes? So he changed many things in Rome. He wanted to take full control of the city, right? And he had a son called Octavius. Yes? So, what happened? Senators didn't like Julius Caesar, of course, because he was taking full control. So, in the year 44 before Christ, in this year, senators killed Julius Caesar. They wouldn't allow him to take control anymore. But, of course, who became the following leader? You are all very intelligent. Of course, Octavius became the leader. Yes, in this year, the year 44 before Christ. So, the first emperor we will know that truly Rome had is Octavius. Yes, so in this moment, Rome stops being a republic and it starts becoming an empire. The Roman Empire, that, as I told you in the other class, the one that we had before, it was the biggest empire ever in the history. Yes? So, I hope you're ready to answer some questions. Bye!